Hello, hello, hello. What's up, chat? How's it going? How are you all doing this fine Thursday evening? I hope you are all having a wonderful day. I certainly am myself. I have some really big news that I simply cannot wait to share with all of you. Now, I will pretense it that it's a little early. It's a little, little fluid, so it's subject to change. But as of right now, and the date is locked in. The date's completely locked in. I'm not changing it. The date is the date. We are officially going to be doing a fundraiser for the Trevor Project on June 28th. And we are going to be raising money for the charity. If you're not familiar with the Trevor Project, it is a nonprofit organization that is focused on crisis intervention and suicide prevention. So it is fully there to help individuals. Now it has, they specialize in helping members of the LGBTQ+ community, but as any organization, anybody that needs the help can call them. So they are wonderful people, and I am very excited to be doing a fundraiser of our own volition, of myself and Positron 3D. We do not know anybody at the Trevor Project. I've been looking for over a year for organizations that we can contribute to that have a good reputation. That's the very important thing, good reputation. That do what they say they do and just, nothing weird or sketchy. So I've been looking for a long time for that. And I feel really confident about, I feel really confident about this. But hello Tintalon, hello Moonhowler if you're listening. Da Vinci 10, 3D Mech Vince, Tibrium. You get a new name every stream, buddy. TJL. But I imagine you'll know someone after this. That is very possible. That's very likely. I don't know. I am not going to presume that to be true or false. All I know is that this entire thing blew up really quickly. I started reaching out to individuals and organizations saying, hey, I'm planning on doing this. Would you like to participate? I am not a very big content creator. I barely consider myself a content creator because all I do is stream. I don't make content. Technically, streaming is content. I know. I don't lump myself into content creator because it's just not what I do. But in reality, I do these streams. I only have like 600 something followers on YouTube. But if you count everywhere else, I do have more. I don't have a big audience on YouTube. And I have some phenomenal sponsors for this stream. So let's take a look at who is currently sponsoring the fundraiser. So let's go have a look. Now, mind you, they're not making pledges of monetary donation, but they are giving us milestone giveaways. So if we reach our milestones, we will be doing giveaways. And for right now, I am very, very happy to say that we have Printed Solid, LDO, Prusa, and West 3D participating in this fundraiser. So yes, you'll get a chance to win Filament, you'll get a chance to win printers and gift cards. You're gonna get a chance to win a lot of stuff. No purchase or donation necessary. This is all out of the good of their hearts. So if you've If you've wanted to get your hands on a positron, or maybe even a Prusa printer, I will not announce which one yet. There is a good chance that you'll be able to. Thank you to everyone, and as you can also see, we have some special guests. 3D Musketeers, Steve Builds, Connect Creator, Susavone, Construct 3D, and many more. The whole idea of this stream is going to be, we're all going to be hanging out. We're all going to be just talking, chatting, talking about what's going on in the 3D printing world. And especially after Midwest Rep Rap, we're going to have a lot more to talk about. And we're also going to be playing games. We're going to be having a lot of fun. The whole idea is to just raise money. I initially set a fundraising goal of $2,000. I hope we get there. To be fully honest, I'm not expecting much of anything. But that is just me being my pessimistic self, I guess. Whatever we make, it's gonna be great. And thanks to our generous sponsors here, we likely will be fundraising more. I don't know if that's true. That's gonna be amazing. But hey, mark your calendars. June 28th at 2 p.m. we'll be doing the stream. I already have the link on my YouTube, so you can sign up for that notification and get notified when that stream goes live. And yeah, so that super excited. I'll be making an announcement on Twitter probably this weekend. Twitter and Blue Sky, I'll be making an announcement to just finally say, hey, this is definitely happening, and these are who is involved. I'm just waiting for possibly a few more companies to get back to me and, you know, communicate possible intent in participation. But you know, if they don't, if they wish to not participate, that's also fine. Again, I am a very small individual on the internet, both literally in height and figuratively in terms of following. So I expect nothing when I ask for companies to become part of things. You know, I expect nothing, because it's better to expect nothing and receive something, because that is far more rewarding than it is to be expecting of everything. Is that also called being humble, I guess? I don't know. I that's just how I roll. 1 second, yeah. Open up this door. Is that actually latched? No. Come on. I have to freaking kick the door down. Alright, there we go. Now I can get some air in here. How's the audio sound? Last time we streamed, this microphone in particular was a little poppy. I'm hoping that's fixed. But only you can tell me. Because I can't hear it. That? Oh, right. I don't have ultra low latency mode on, so. Okay, thank you, TJ. I forgot I don't have ultra low latency mode on, so. I can't. It takes a minute. Takes a minute. Okay, so what are we doing today? Well, we are continuing working on the multi-board or multi-bin underneath the desk. I have a camera that will hopefully be able to get underneath the desk and record video. I mean, I probably will have to use my phone and the tripod. But I love how I say that. This is not my phone. This is my old phone. I don't have a mount for this. I am realizing that now. We'll figure it out. But I have expanded our multi-board a bit. So I doubled it in size. I think we're going to do one more segment here. The print quality on some of these parts, it's not great, but it doesn't have to be. This is going underneath, and that you're never going to see it. So If it works, that's all I care about. Now, I did make one of the cable runners. Here it is. So the idea is that this is going to go underneath the desk, and I can put cables and stuff in here, as well as hopefully with bricks. Ugh. Actually, no, this will not work with bricks. I'll have to make it larger. But the idea is that I'll be able to put power strips on this. That power strip won't work. Maybe, actually, possible. Maybe. There's a power strip down there. It has a couple wall warts on it that are pretty big. So we'll find out if that works or not. But obviously this is a modular. I could expand this to be deeper and, you know, have less of an issue. Because what I can do on the sides here, instead of using multi-bin, I can use multiboard and go smaller. I could do half this height for actual cables, and then I could also like go 3 or 4. So I can make this more customizable by using multi-bin or multiboard on the sides, and that would just be better. Might do that. I don't know. Right now I'm happy with this. My testing went really well with that. So yeah, I guess now I got to get underneath the desk. I don't want to do that, but I got it. I have to. Okay. Let's see what it's like feeling underneath to make sure I don't have any. We're gonna use this. I know I have the other phone, but I don't have a phone holder for it, so we're just gonna use a normal tripod. All right, what am I doing? It's faster to do this way. There we go. Oh boy, field trip time. Yep, we're going underneath the desk. All right, let me pull up. Oh, I am not doing good on battery. I'm gonna need a charge. Do I have a charger? USB-C to C? I don't see one. I'll have to. Oh wait, here's one. There we go. And then I have a power brick over there. So droid cam. Okay. And do I have a droid cam in here? Sources. Browser source, add droid cam. There we go. Hey, sissy kid, welcome. That is upside down. And it's also like 480p. Bruh. Hello. Hi. How's it going, chat? Okay. Let's go down here. Oh! This is a rare part that you don't get to see. So let me rotate this around. Oh, that's loosening that. Okay, hold on. I need to take this out. Hey, it's Steam from 2007, right? Why do I feel that project... Oh, did you see... Oh, yes, I did, Poity. That looked really cool. I showed it to Mitch. Sorry, I didn't react. Nomad's been busy. Okay. There we go. Now you get to see the underneath of the desk. Let me get a power bank. Yep, there we go. That should be a lot. Okay. So I need this. Okay. Howdy. I'm not going to be able to see any of the chat for a hot minute. Once I go underneath this desk, it is Chat is gonna be a fiction to me. Let me see if I can fix that. Can I turn this on? Oh, maybe if I held the power button, not the volume up button. Good girl. I can't wait to have a. I can't wait to get a Pixel again. I'm gonna be getting a Pixel Fold as soon as I can, because I'm tired of Samsung. Samsung is a good Android phone, but Google is a better Android phone. That is just the truth. Joe Rust, what's up? Welcome. Alright, search YouTube. Oh wow, that is slow. Do I not have YouTube on this phone? Oh, it's right there. We're working on it. My least favorite Samsung feature was installing random bloat. Yeah. Agreed. Oh. Wait, no. Go to... I'm so not used to a screen this small. Alright. Volume all the way down. Hey, look at that. Now I can see chat. Alright. So chat... You guys will be on the floor, I guess. Alright. So... Let's see here. This right here is one of the things I'm hoping to mount to the top here. As you can see, it is literally just dangling. And that is it. So, the multi-bin that we have done, it is intended to go here. Looks like, yeah, we might be able to get another segment or two. Let me see. Put that up. It looks like I'll be able to get 5 more bin spots. So that actually works out really well, because what I can do is use another 3x3 and then just use these 2x2s on the side, or 1x3s on the side. Well, hold on. That would require me to change things. No, I'm just gonna go with what I got here. Okay, so this literally just goes up like that, and then I can slot it into the corner. Okay, let's this here. Let's move this trash can out of the way. I need to take out the trash, take out the trash, take out the trash. I need to take out the trash that is overflowing. Okay. Oh, well. How the fuck? Alright, I'm taking my hat off, because warm in here. Okay, so I gotta figure out a way to center this. Thinking right there seems to be the best part. I think we're just gonna eyeball it. I don't really think there is any way to just do it correctly. I think we just have to eyeball it. This is so janky. This is just janky. I'm not gonna explain how this is janky. It's just janky. Trust me when I say that it is. Hey. Can I even reach this with that? You know, that's probably something I should have tested to begin with. Yeah, okay, I can reach that. This is something I need 2 people for. But you know what they say? A 2-person lift is just a 1-person lift with a strong back. At least once. You know, this here on my computer, this is actually a screen. I wish it was functional. It's not functional. I wish it was so that I could actually put chat up here. So I can just like look over and be like, all right, chat, what are we doing? Okay. But I got you guys down here. I can super chat myself? Why? That seems redundant. Okay. I need chat. It's not working out the way I want it to. Stay still. Okay, stay on the rubber then. Oh shoot, I lost the screw. Ah, I found the screw. How do we do sketchy things with power tools? Yeah. You are most certainly correct, my friend. Okay. Then put that up. Put that right there and oh shit. That didn't work. Oh shit. Did I just render that completely useless? I did. Wow, okay. That punched right through. I can't use that mounting point anymore. In my other bin. Nothing any better. Uh-oh. I can't use... my screw choice is very limited right now. Okay, let me go figure something out. Here. I mean, those might work. Are they... Will they go through the... I mean... Those work? Alright, we have something that'll work. It's just... different. They are shutter screws, but they will work nonetheless. Spares? You're funny. This guy over here printing spares. Who needs spares? Oh, that's not gonna go through. I have to undo that. Really? Yeah, really. I mean, undoing that will allow me to get it in the right spot. Do I have any other screws up here that are of better tape for this? I got sheet metal screws. What are sheet metal screws? That's not the right one. Do I really not have any other screws for this? I reused them all and I didn't replenish them. Right, and I left them on my desk to remind myself to order more. And I definitely didn't do that. I literally have the bag right here. I'm like, hey, Nomad, order more. And I didn't do that. How did I go through 1,000 of those that quickly? Wait, no, those are the flathead ones. Those are the wrong ones. I need the Phillips head ones, which also are gone. Well, look at me. I am a dummy. Okay, anyway. Slight dismantling required. Look, I have spare. It's that magical thing that someone just said I probably should have had. Hello, Moon Howler. Welcome. Okay. Hello. I'm back. So we are now going to undo this connector. Oh. Okay. This is trash. totally missed, and that just rolled on the floor. Okay, now we put this one in. Then a sheet metal screw. Or shutter screw, I guess. Just go into that. Looks like it'll work. Better fucking work. Okay. Now, here's the problem. Oh, hold on. I can put this on, and then I should be able to access the screw through that. Okay. That works. Okay. I don't even know if what I'm doing is in camera view right now. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, that is as tight as I can get it with that type of screw. Should be fine. Right there. That's where I want it. Oh, far. Oh. Okay. So, it's in the spot I want it to be. Now for the fun part. Making sure it stays where I want it to be. Okay? I can put one right here without any issue. So that is where one's gonna go. But here's the problem. As soon as I put this in, we have condemned ourselves on whether or not we're straight. I mean, I already condemned myself on that fact long ago, but good enough? That's definitely off. Question is, can I fix that mistake? Well, that's way worse. Alright, back to the original plan. Alright. Is it off? A little bit, but does it work? Yes. Is the top surface particle board? It is melamine, so yeah, it is laminated particle board. Partial boards and notorious bad holding the screws, yeah. Not too bad from this perspective. Thankfully, it's not terrible. And yeah, this is going into particle board. This is not meant to hold up anything heavy. At all. So, it should be fine. Could be. Could be is the key word. It's gonna suck to have to add on to this, though. But this became too large to actually have underneath or on top of my desk, so figured probably now better than ever to just come mount it. That's what we're doing. Snug is just, yep. Yeah, I only do it. I do this to before the impacting gauges. Ah! Impacting gauge. Spooked me. Spooked myself. And don't want to breathe this. Probably should be wearing some form of respirator, but it's not that big of a deal. Here we go. That needs to be actually mounted in. But hey, look at what I just found on the floor. It's a part that I need to do that. I was waiting for them to print up there. We still got some parts printing. Now I can just do it. See, the one thing I love about the desk that we built here is that I can actually do this very comfortably. I'm not like hunched over. I'm sitting up straight. And hello, One Raz. Hey, I'm sitting up straight. I can actually very comfortably work underneath this desk with no problems whatsoever. Which is easier said than most. I know a lot of people have desk setups where it's like, if you even thought about doing this, you already have back pain. But no, here it's quite easy. Right, these edges aren't really supported by anything, but maybe now that this is in, maybe I can get the other screws to actually like hold some weight. The smaller ones that I was planning on using. So let's try it. Maybe we just use these, like obviously for the starting screw, because we needed to use it for the starting screw. But maybe we just use these for the four corners connectors, and use these guys for everything else. Let's try it, you know? You know, one of the most important things I've learned in life, how to get up from spots. That is honestly a very important thing to learn, is how to get up using the least amount of strain possible. Another extremely important skill, which I think everyone should learn, is how to fall down. So if you ever look at movies, TV shows, you'll notice something. You'll notice that all the actors know how to fall down. And the reason is because you have to do it in a very certain way in order to not hurt yourself. So actors have learned the right way to do that. It's an important skill. Especially... Really? Did I break that again? I did. That's broken. It's fine. There's a screw in there that I can't get out. That's nice. Alright, so you are not good for flatheads. Oh, and my YouTube app crashed on my little phone down here. Alright, we'll move over to my other drill. Should be better for this application. Yep. Come on. Bring up the live stream again. Don't know why it crashed on me. Really annoying because I was using you to look at live chat. There we go. I can see live chat again. So like when you're sitting crisscross, you want to shift your weight to your knees as best you can, and then from there you can move your legs underneath you, and it just gets easier. Quick, while you can't see, everyone hide. I can see you. Package. Want to remember that Seed Anders thing? He's back, you know. Inners. Content again. Not sure if anyone here watched that. I do. That could have just been my generation. When we were in school, we'd watch CNNers and other like Gmod videos or something like that. The success rate of this is very slim right now. Not working out too well. I might have better luck with a hand drill. Yeah, that's not working at all. Can't even get it out. Wait, how did I just screw it? Okay, I am not going to question how I just did that. I just screwed it in by going counterclockwise. Yeah, I'm not going to question how I did that. I screwed it in by going counterclockwise. These are not left-handed screws. No, yeah, these are not left-handed screws. I don't know how I managed that. I screwed it in by going counterclockwise. With a right-handed screw. That just did nothing. That did a whole lot of nothing. Okay, so that's not working. Maybe the front lip is just destined to be not secured? Maybe? I can't really think of any way to... Wait, I do know of a way. Hold on. I have the old snaps somewhere. But is it a left-handed hole? I don't know, man. There's a guy here. Today. Where is the other multi-board? I had a multi-board of multi-board stuff. Did I throw it away? Hope it didn't. I might have. Quite possible that I did. It is... I had a multi-board of the old standard. Because I was still kind of doing that standard a little bit. This is before the new standard. Oh, I did keep them. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So do I have... Not on that board. On this one? Maybe? Here we go. Okay. Okay, so... I designed this to have the large snaps in place. I did not intend for me to use them as mounting points, but I guess that's what I'm using them for? I wonder if this will work. Can't necessarily get under there now. Okay. Part 1 complete. Does this work? Let's find out. This does not feel like it's going to work. Especially now that I somehow screwed those parts in. Come out. Hold down. Thank you. if that offset snap is the same as the new ones anymore. It seems to be. That's going to support a larger screw. I think it just solved my problem. I just have to now do that. Oh, well, that was easy. Okay. This way. Now we just gotta sneak that up there. As weirdly in there. Like, I was not anticipating this to be as difficult as it is. But here we are. Okay, there we go. That's another one. Orientation does not matter. Well, now I guess I can remove this one and put one there. Guess so. Good evening, Reverend. We're underneath a desk right now. Yeah, I can just remove this now. Now that I'm replacing it with the large snaps, which, hey, I'm glad I printed these now. I did not think I would ever get use out of these. They were scheduled to get thrown away because of the lack of usability, really. But I held on to them for legacy's sake, I guess. Now that I did, these kind of just sneak into here. Oop. I can do that. Okay, that makes it easier. Then I'm gonna place and press up, and then I can screw that in. A larger screw. And have no problems whatsoever. Actually works out great. Yeah, that works out phenomenal. And I can, yeah, sweet. Well, this is great. All right. Accidental win. Major win, actually. I was seriously questioning my use of the large snap holes because I wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't really planning on using them. But they just totally came in clutch. So now I just go in here, right? That's not the right. Hold on. What? That's not the right. Okay, I gotta print the piece that kind of locks in there. But that's not a hard part to do. Yeah, so I just print the piece that kind of locks in with that, and then it just secures it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more of these. Cool. That's what we're gonna use. I probably should not have mounted that before I got this piece in. It's fine. There we go. Okay. Kind of it for now. Just these two. It doesn't matter. Okay. So I have space for another. Yeah, I do. Wonderful. That's perfect. Okay, so one more 3x3 in the back, going all the way down. It's just where clearance is. Yep. Okay, cool. And then another 3x3 on the side, followed by what looks to be is going to be a 2x3. Works out wonderfully. Yeah. Okay. If this works out as well as it does, it may end up replacing my keyboard holder, which we designed on stream a while ago. This has been working great, but my knees keep hitting it, which isn't pleasant. So I might redesign it to work with Multiboard. Now that this is here. So now that this is here, let's actually mount a Multiboard, shall we? Let's actually show how this is used. So what's super cool, again, about this whole system is that it is extremely modular. Extremely modular. So anything I design for my multi-boards on the wall, I can put here. That literally can range from a rep rack to just standard like screw mounts. So let me go get something. Well, actually, let me mount the raceway that we have designed. Whew. Where did I put it? Oh, it's down there. Oh, well, I need these to do the thing. Okay. So I'm going to put it here as an example. Or here.
What happens when life breaks down? God himself puts his arms around you.
No, I'm glad my camera actually has, like, moderate lighting for this. Because, man, it is dark down here. Okay, there we go. We got those 4 in. Now, I just grab the raceway that we put together. This little guy here. And this, literally, just goes there, there, and it just clicks into place. That's it. Now, if I wanted to, like, I could put a drill in there. That works. Obviously, it's not meant for a drill. It is meant for cables, such as, you know, my network setup and whatnot. So the idea is that it's going to be more in the back here. I wanted to fill this up so that I could do other stuff if I wanted to. Like, again, I can make this a lot shorter than what it currently is and use it for just normal cables, not like cables and boxes. And that should be out of the way of my knees. Should be. The reason I went with multi-bin panels is so that I can fish cables up through there. So like, hey, here's DisplayPort cable. I can just do that. And now it's part of the raceway. And I don't have to like take the whole thing down to rerun a cable, and I can easily kind of get my fingers in there to do what I need to do. But additionally, I can just move this back even further with the current system I have of mounting. And there, it's now even further in the back. Not as secure as with multiple connection points, but that's kind of the idea of where I want to put it. Kind of running all the way through the middle of my desk for, you know, various cables and whatnot. And then on the back, I'm gonna do it back here as well, at the very back of my desk. And that's gonna be an adventure. That's gonna have a deeper raceway for everything that I'm gonna be doing. Now that I'm looking at it this way, oh no, Ferrari's drawers are in trouble. For those who know, I'm using Girari drawers for my toolbox project, but this might win. I might replace them. I don't know. I kind of don't want to, because I printed a lot of plastic for that already. But, I mean, this is looking good. I like this. I like the fact that, like, I know this is never going to pop out unless I pop it out. And I noticed, if I need to replace these tiles, I still can. What's really cool is that there is just enough of an offset that if I go in here, I can push that up, and I can slide it out one of the sides or through the front and replace it, which is really cool. And then if I want to put it in, I just pull it forward and then use a tool or something to pull it down. Let's see if I can just do it with my fingers. I may have not thought this through. That in there, and pull down. Come on. I could just pop this. Oh, I don't want to pop that out. Oh, no, 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 no. Fuck. Oh, that tile's in the wrong way. Oh, shit. Not supposed to be that way. Okay. That didn't help. Okay, I'm finding a flaw with this design. What about the hook end of an Allen key? Yeah? Yeah. Staring at one right now. So stupid. Worked. Oh, that worked. Embarrassed. All right, this, however, is actually in the wrong way around, so we gotta figure out how to rotate-o this. I mean, it will work fine. You know what? Let's push back up. Yeah, that will work. That'll be fine. It is the wrong way round, but it's gonna be. You're free. You're just special. Okay. Hi, Lulu. You have no idea that you're on camera, don't you? Come here. Hi, Lulu. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the elusive Lulu. Oh, who's a good puppo? Are you a good puppo? Yeah? Oh. Well, it's early for you to be down here. Only 9 o'clock. You're usually down here at 10. You want to say hi to chat? No? Oh, well, you covered me in water and spit. Thanks for that. She's so confused as to why I'm down here on the floor. Important question. Should we start calling Allen keys Manda keys? Yes! Yes, I'm going to start calling my Allen keys Manda keys. No. She smelled food in the trash can. Can I help you? She just shoved her mouth into my hand. Lulu is weird. No. What you doing, Lou? All right. Hey, can you go lay down? Ow. Not on me. Go lay down. Lulu, go lay down. Nope, that's a drill. That's sitting down. Lulu, go. Go. Lulu, go. Today's Don't Listen to Anthony Day, is it? Yeah? See how it is. Anyway, that's it for Under the Desk. Is there anything you want to add? Want to use the power tool? Unfazed. Unfazed entirely. Supervisor is supervising. Yep. No, Callie's the supervisor. Lulu, what are you? What are you, Lou? What are you, Lou? If Callie is the supervisor, then what are you? Not HR. Definitely not HR. Are you laying your head on the drill? Oh my gosh, she's using the drill as a pillow. The foreman. Yeah, you're the foreman, Lou. I really wouldn't press your head up against the drill if I were you. Especially since you're getting a little too close to that trigger. Okay, Lulu, I need you to get off me so that I can get up. Can you move, please? Can you move? Can you go? Go lay down. Go lay down, Lou. No. Go lay down. Lulu, go lay down. No, that's my leg. I don't want to push you off, but thank you. Yep, definitely the foreman. Making sure I'm being safe. Oh, that was, I was hoping no one would get a plumber view, but I guess you know what the membership tier is for. Okay. Let's get everything up off the floor. Lulu, can you hand me my tools? No? Okay. Oh. Can't blame me for trying. But hey, foremans don't do any work, right? She's checking.
Yeah, she is.
Thank you for checking the workflow. Lulu, did I do a good job? Are you inspecting the fact that I dropped a thing? Yeah? Well, thank you for investigating. Okay. Let's bring everybody back to the upside. Hello. She was staring right at it, yeah. Lulu is a fun one. We love her. We love her very much. Oh, she's about 10. Her and Callie are about the same age, actually. I think, at least. Okay. The adventures of Under the Desk are done. Yeah, she's a sweet old pup. We love Lulu. Okay. Power off the phone I was using to check chat. Alright, so the other cool thing, now that that's there, is I can add rails down there. So if I wanted to mount these underneath my desk, for whatever reason, I could do it. Oh, Jesus. I almost had a mess on my hand. Maybe that's a sign that I shouldn't, but I will anyway. Okay. Oh, shit, now what? I have to wait for this printer to get done before I can attach more underneath. Okay, so let's plan this out. I can do one more 3x3 on the side, one more in the back. Right now it is 4 wide, so that means I need 4, 6, 7, 8. So I need 8 more. I only have 4. All right, so I need to double the plates that I have. Okay, that's relatively easy to do. Uh-oh. Already tired. We're only an hour in. That's problematic. For anyone that wasn't here earlier, we're doing a fundraiser, a charity fundraiser on the 28th, June 28th. And there will be giveaways. There will be a ton of stuff that we're giving away, including a positron, printers, filament, a lot of filament. We're giving away a lot of filament. Up to 80 spools in one stream. If we make the milestones. So, if you want to help support the Trevor Project, you would be an amazing human being, and yeah, there's gonna be a positron giveaway, courtesy of LDO. So here, we'll go over here real quick. There we go. So once again, for those who didn't see it in the beginning of the stream, hi Callie, are you here to inspect my work? Really? It's not up to code? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? I have to redo everything. Yeah? Well, Callie, I just spent an hour putting all this. I got the permits. Oh, I didn't get that permit? Really? By city ordinance. This feels really targeted, Callie. Dark Third Dimension, I am happy to inform you that at least one of the items is an international giveaway. The filament and the positron are USA only, as of right now. So as of right now, yeah, stuff from Printed Solid, LDO, and West 3D, those are USA only. What's from Prusa, however, is international. So, everyone is eligible for that. I'm not revealing what it is yet. I will announce it later, probably this weekend. But yeah, that is international. But these are milestone giveaways, meaning in order to do the giveaway, in order to give away what these companies have to offer, we have to reach our milestone. So we have to fundraise a certain amount of money. Now, again, right now, the goal is $2,000. The goal is $2,000. I do not know if we will get $2,000 or more. I don't know, but that's the goal. And we haven't opened up donations yet, but again, June 28th at 2:00 p.m., we're going to have 3D Musketeers, Steve Builds, Canuck Creator, Sousaphone, Construct 3D, and many more. And it's going to be a fun night of just hanging out, talking about projects, talking about stuff that we're doing. It is going to be a lot of fun. We're also probably going to play Jackbox games that you guys can participate in. I normally don't play games on this channel, but I think we will do some like quiplash, like 3D printer quiplash. If anyone has the ability to make quiplashes and You want to make a 3D printed related Quiplash playlist? Do it. We will play it. I'm gonna have to look up how to do that, and then I don't know. Maybe I'll ask Gemini to give me a ton of ideas for questions. I think that would be a lot of fun if we had a 3D printer related Quiplash. Also, holy crap, we are at 700 subscribers. I just realized that. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Leave a like, all that stuff. You don't know what Quiplash is? Okay. So Quiplash is a very basic and easy to understand game. Have you ever played Mad Libs? And if you don't know what Mad Libs is, essentially you get a sentence with a blank, you have to fill in the blank. Now, typically with Mad Libs, it's like a whole story and you have a bunch of blanks that you have to fill in. And then you make something absolutely insane. Because you don't know what the story is going to be. You're just asked, write a noun, write an adverb. And then the story that is a result is just absolute chaos. Actually, here, let's do one. Let's do it. Why not? It's my stream. We can do a Mad Libs right now if we want. Okay. So, engineer Mad Libs. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I need a noun. Can I get a noun, ladies and gentlemen? I didn't study for this pop quiz. I need a noun. Okay, cat. I'm gonna do the first one I see. I need another noun. You know what? We'll go with filament. Okay, I need a verb in the present tense. So, something ing, or like doing something. Verb in the present tense. Okay, we'll go printing. We'll go walking as well. Spilling. Okay. I needed 3. So there we go. I need a plural noun. I now need a plural noun. And ladies and gentlemen, feel free to go a little chaotic. It is more fun when we throw in men. All right. It is more fun when we throw in just profanity. All right, I need a noun. I will say printer for the noun. I need an adjective. I need an adjective. What's an adjective? Describes a noun or pronoun. We'll go with hot. I need another noun. Welcome, Burb. Just realized you entered the chat. Hello. All right. Noun. Mom. All right. Oh God, that's gonna be insane. I need another adjective. Another adjective. Brown. Is brown an adjective? I guess it is. Okay, I need another adjective. We'll go with new. I need a noun. So I need another noun. banana. All right, a comparative adjective. So something like cheaper, older, higher, hotter, bigger, thinner. So adjective ending in ER. Larger. All right. Okay. I need 2 more nouns, and then we're done. I'm going to go ahead and just put in nomad. So I need 1 more noun. First one to put one in gets it. Gosh, it's been too long since I studied. Yeah. Galaxy. Okay. It is. All right. Here we go. This is too good. So this is the sentence that we've come up with the words that we've entered. This is not what Quiplash is like, but this is Mad Libs. The cat watched his filament printing. Walking its sense of purpose, it knew what it was and what it had to do. It was spilling to lift men at one end of the printer and take them to the hot end. It would always do this, never once complaining about its place in the mob. It would never have to agonize over its identity, never spend empty nights wondering if it had been justified dropping a brown and new music banana just to collect a larger paycheck. And watching his robot, the engineer decided that the next big revolution in the robotics industry would be programming automatons with a capacity for nomad. The engineer needed some galaxy. That was a weird one. That was a weird one. They're usually better than that. Anyway, so Quiplash. Maybe we should make that part of the streams. Just every stream we do at least one Mad Lib. Started off raunchy, but made sense, dude. They usually get way raunchier than that. Because people will, toss in like fuck and, screwing and stuff like that, and it just gets so much worse. Anyway, Quiplash, you are presented a question or a fill in the blank, and you have to answer that fill in the blank. Now, you know what your fill in the blank was. Nobody else knows what it was. Then, someone else random in your group got the same question. So, 2 people go head to head with their Quiplash, and everyone votes on which is funnier, and you don't know who wrote what until the votes are cast. It is amazing. It is so good and so funny. Absolutely one of my favorite games to play. It is a phenomenal party game. It's like Cards Against Humanity. I probably could have started with that. I probably could have, probably should have, but I totally did. Anyway, it's very fun. It is very fun. But there's also gonna be some other Jackbox party games that we're probably gonna do. The reason we're doing Jackbox is because it's easy and you guys can participate. So the audience can participate in these games, which is phenomenal. Normally, if the party is filled, then the audience can't join, but you can join and you can still vote. You just can't write your own prompts, but you can vote. And that works out really well for when we are having stupid fun. So yeah, that's coming up. So what would be the age rating of this? 18 plus. 18 plus. Mind you, we are raising money for charity, so maybe we should stay respectful. But we're all adults here, I hope. Yeah, don't get Nomad banned. That will be a phenomenal oh my god, words. Juxtaposition. Don't get Nomad banned. Checking my chats here. Well, shoot. I thought this multiboard thing would take longer. I 100% thought that was going to take longer. I mean, I could stream mounting rep rack. Nah, that's a pain in the ass. I don't even have the fasteners to do it. And honestly, I just need to get rid of this filament rather than add another rep rack. I'll take that as a challenge. Hell yeah. I made sure to schedule the stream relatively early for our European friends, so that everyone can participate. Though I love how, you know, only one of the giveaways is international. Though we might, okay. Millennium Machines is also joining us, and they are possibly going to be giving away some end mills, some tool bits. Not a machine, to be clear. They're not giving away a Milo. But that also will be international if that is the case. So, and while people are in the chat, I've had other people say, hey, I want to give away an international spool. So there's likely going to be other international rewards. So if you're not in the United States, there are things that you can win. I will say that everyone's going to be in the same pool, so it is just going to be, you know, everyone has an equal chance of winning. No. Right now is not a time for you to jump up here. Sorry, trying to teach Callie appropriate times to jump up. And right now is not an appropriate time. So, let's put my hat there. Not that the hat is any signal that she can't come up here, because she's just gonna find a way. Yeah, I'm talking about you. So the idea is this: you guys are going to fill out the form just like you do with our Filament giveaways. Fill out all the information, and then in the back end, everyone's gonna get assigned a ticket number. So if you're the first entry, you get ticket number 1. Simple, nothing complicated, super simple. You get ticket number 1 if you're the first to enter, ticket number 2 if you're the second, etc., etc. But the reason we're doing it this way is we are going to, when we spin the wheel, we're going to say the ticket number. Now, that's not for you guys to know, because you're not going to know what your ticket number is. But what you will know is when we call your username associated to that ticket number. So, same rules as always. You got to be here in the chat. You got to be responding. And if you don't respond after we call out your name, we're gonna spin again. So same rules as we do with the Filament giveaway, but it's going to be a little bit more formal, mainly because there's going to be multiple people with the same name. That's just going to happen. I don't know how many viewers we're going to get. I don't know how insane the chat's going to be, but there's going to be multiple people with the same name. So the ticket system essentially allows us to ensure that if I say so-and-so is one, whoever is handling the distribution of the rewards doesn't accidentally assign it to the wrong person. So if I say ticket A035 has won, then we know ticket A035 has won. So there's no question about who that was. We just know, hey, we look in the spreadsheet, A035 is specifically this one person and nobody else. Simple. No questions. Easy. Do you guys have any questions about how we are planning to run this? I would love to answer any questions you have. I am still planning everything out, so it's going to be interesting. How do we bring it to win? No. As TGL says, no. No rigging. Actually, here's a great question for you. I will not be participating in the giveaways myself because, yeah. I'm not going to be participating in the giveaways because I have received plenty of stuff for free. I don't need any more free stuff, and I don't want any of that. I have a question. So, would anyone be opposed to participants in our voice call joining in on the giveaway? Because they're joining just like all you guys are. They just have access to the voice chat. They're not getting anything for their participation. Neither am I. This is all fundraising event. I feel like it is normally no. That if you are part of the stream, you shouldn't participate in the giveaway. What are your opinions? I'm genuinely curious about how you guys feel about that. Only if Grant shaves his head again, I probably make that happen. Probably can't. How about this? Okay. That's a good point, Moonhowler. That's a good point. And yeah, that's my sentiment as well. That's my sentiment. I don't want it to look like there is any bias at all. One round, did you get the number 1 to 5,000? No. Kenneth Davis, welcome. Yeah, it wouldn't look great. Yeah, okay, then we're not gonna do that. Yeah. As long as it's not from the company they represent, and that's kind of like the thing. A lot of the Positron team represents nobody but the Positron team, so the only thing, we are giving away a Positron, but Positron team already have Positrons, so. But no, I think we'll hold off on that. I've always just curious about the genuine public ideology of that, because I've always ruled that people who are part of the stream can't participate in giveaways. I've always ruled that to be the rule. The only time it's an exception, or there's no exception to that, whenever logistics to handle this might be too difficult, but can a U.S. winner of an international draw concede to a U.S. only prize? Oh, all of the prizes, all of them, are US based. So if you are in the US, you're eligible for every prize. If you are international, then you can only get one of the international prizes. And here's the thing, here's the trick. If we spin for a US only prize and an international individual is picked, we are then going to respin automatically. I am not going to say the person's name because we already know that it's international. So, in that instance, we don't really have to do anything because we're going to make sure that international participation will win. Or if an international individual is picked for an international prize, they get the international prize. No ifs, ands, or buts. If the international person is picked for a US only prize, then we respin. There is no, you can't be a member of the US. I don't know. It's hard to describe. But essentially, yeah, right now, there's 1 to 2 prizes that everybody's eligible for. Everything else is US only. I'm gonna say just people in the voice call. There's going to be just one list. One list with a thing saying whether or not they're international or US. And of course, no purchase necessary. You do not have to donate in order to participate. I do highly encourage everybody at least give $5. If you got $5, I encourage people to donate. You don't have to. There's no obligation. Not forcing anyone to. If you want to just stick around for the free filament, stick around for the free filament. Just remember, in order to unlock the larger prizes, we need to do fundraising. So if we don't reach our goals, then we don't give away things. It's a pretty simple system. And I will kind of dynamically adjust the goals, because again, right now, I'm aiming for $2,000. If we smash that goal in the first hour, then I am out of things to give away. So if we smash that goal in the first hour, I am going to then just kind of stretch the goals along like another 2,000. So we're going from 2 p.m. Eastern to 7 p.m. Eastern. So we have, what, 5 hour stream. So if we smash $2,000 in the first, just double. And that will be the next goal. And if we smash that, yeah. But I will say, so that the goalposts are dynamic to some degree. Like right now, again, this is because my expectations on how much we're going to raise is low. Because I'm being realistic. I'm setting my expectations low. Right now, there's a gift every $100. Every $100 that we can raise, there's a gift or a giveaway. Again, if we smash 2,000 in like an hour, then we're gonna set that to like every 200 or every 300, something reasonable based off how fast we're raising money. That sounds reasonable? This is the first time I'm doing this, so feedback from you guys is very important. I want to make sure that the way we're planning on doing this is as understandable and as comprehensive as possible so that there's no qualms about how it's run. I want to be as transparent as possible on how it's being run. LTX, how are we all doing tonight? We're doing wonderful. I'm crowdsourcing some ideas on how to run our fundraising campaign, because if you haven't seen yet, we are doing a fundraiser on June 28th, and we have some amazing prizes that we're going to be giving away as milestones. So, mark your calendar. Yeah, sounds reasonable and increasing your yeah, I'm hoping it's relatively reasonable. I have not announced prizes yet. I will be announcing. I'm waiting for some additional companies to say whether or not they want to participate. Let me be very clear. I have asked a lot of companies. I am a very small content creator. I don't have a lot of. I only have 700 followers. This is a live stream. Yes, on YouTube. It's going to be a live stream. So we've had a handful, and I am happy to say that so far, these wonderful fuckers, Printed Solid, LDO, Prooster Research, and West 3D have agreed and given us permission to do milestone giveaways. They are all wonderful, and they all have something really awesome to give, and I cannot wait to share it with all of you. The one that is a guarantee is we're giving away a positron. Positron doing a fundraising stream and we don't give away a positron? Who are we? We will be giving away a positron, and that will be a large, that will have a large milestone attached to it, obviously. Any printers that we give away is going to have a large milestone attached to it. We are obviously giving away filament. I mentioned earlier, as of right now, we have like 80 spools. There's a lot of filament that's going to be given away. So, just, you know, that's all I can share right now. Like Filament and some printers. We may get more. We're not going to get less. But yeah, I'm going to wait till this weekend to reveal what you actually have the chance of winning. And that's just going to be fun. It's going to be great. And if you, as an individual, would like to give away an item as a milestone giveaway, if anyone here watching right now would like to participate in the milestone giveaways, feel free to let me know. Contact me on Discord and we can set that up. Absolutely. I am likely selling... how about this? I'm not selling the community short, I'm selling myself short. Because I genuinely don't know how many people are going to show up. On average, we get about 20 to 30 viewers on all my streams. I'm running based off those numbers. Because that's what's average to me. That's my normal. And I don't like to assume that we are going to necessarily have like, oh, we're gonna do 10,000. I want to set realistic expectations for myself. I'd rather we believe we only make 2,000 and then, you know, we absolutely smash that goal. I firmly believe that once I announce a couple of these larger prizes, that yeah, there's going to be a much larger participation. But again, milestone giveaway. So I'm hoping that it drives up the fundraising. Because again, the goal of this is not to just give back to the community. Is this a group live? Yes. And yeah, here's the thing. We got 3D Musketeers, we got, you know, Steve Builds, Canuck Creator, Construct. We got a lot of people, and more than just that. We also have like Mitch 3D. We have Rob Mink is probably gonna hop in. Millennium Machines wants to hop in. We have Ella Fox from Amplify and Positron. So yeah, we got some big names, and I'm honored that they're gonna be here. I gave them no obligation to share that this is hopping on. I gave them no obligation to poll their audiences. I want this to just be natural. There's a chance I hop in, no clue if I'm going to. You don't have to. If you would like to, that is amazing. Because, I mean, I would like to talk about, you know, 3D printing and whatnot, like what everyone's gone through in this past year so far. And just have a good old time. I feel like that'd be fun. I feel like it would be fun. Maybe I should give away one of my Prusa minis. I don't have the box anymore, though. That's my problem. I don't really need my mini anymore. Well, I mean, I've been using it. It's still a good printer, but... Oh, you don't know if you can trust yourself to not accidentally leak anything. I mean, do you trust me not to leak anything? We've had some close calls. I am excited to talk to Steve and Nero about Prusa Wire. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to talk to them about the insanity that is Prusa Wire. I'll talk a little bit about like what it's like working at Prusa, or at least at Print and Solid. Obviously I can't share too much on that, but I can share at least to some degree what the experience has been like. Hopefully we'll have some stories about Midwest Rep Rap, because it'll be happening after that. Yeah. What did you do to my boy? Now that was before, that was when it was our mock-up. So when we were doing the HBot design of the Prusa Wire, that was our iteration. So he hasn't, I'm not sure, I think he's seen The new one that is way more Voron. Yeah, that was when we rushed it in the week. Oh, I can't believe we did that in a week. That was wild. That was insane that we did that in a week. Trying to figure out what to do. Like, I'm waiting on printers to print. I'm waiting on this guy to finish before we can continue the stuff. I mean, I could build another raceway, but I don't need another raceway right now. It's what I like to call hurry up and wait. That's what I'm doing right now. Hurry up and waiting. Talk about the recent oh, that? Okay. So, do you guys see the new bamboo thing? Ooh. P1D or P2D. What's the H in H2D mean? I mean, what does the X in X1C mean? What does the P in P1 mean? Yeah, so if you guys didn't see, a supposed leak of bamboo was just released. It very much appears to be an H2D with a P1 style hot end assembly. At this point, I'm like 100% certain that it is an intentional leak. Because let's be real, let's be honest. I think it's a teaser in advance. I think it's intentional. Dude, I don't really understand bamboo all that much anymore. And that's because I've been jaded. I'm super jaded when it comes to bamboo. Let's be real. I have a bias. A certain company pays my paychecks. I have a bias. But all fair is fair. The H2D does some pretty cool stuff. H2D does some pretty cool things. I do not like their implementation of an IDEX, because that's essentially what it is. It's not an IDEX, but it's a dual nozzle system. I think it is kind of cool how they did it, but I think they could have at least attempted to do a tool changer, because at least a tool changer would have been more. A tool changer would have been more flexible in its capability. Because, I mean, here, straight up, imagine what Joseph teased, which was non-printing tool heads on an XL. I feel like they should have gone down that route. I agree, Moonhowler. I've sold my bamboos after the anti-consumer stuff. I got rid of them. I didn't want to touch them anymore. I bought my bamboos on my own, with my own money, and I got rid of them. And I moved entirely over to Prusa. And yeah, they are absolutely setting themselves to be the Apple of the market, and I hate it. The machines are good. They are good machines with good hardware. They are not repairable. It's the same thing with Apple. Apple has phenomenal hardware. They are not repairable. Like, I have a Mac. I have a Mac Mini. I love this Mac Mini. It is great hardware and it is great software. But the company behind it is terrible for the consumer. Same thing with Bamboo. Great hardware, great software, terrible business practices. Which is a shame. it's truly a shame that that's the point we're at. Now, we have to take a step back. We have to admit that the printing hobby has always been two sides of a coin. There's been the hobby of printing and making things. Always. Always the hobby of just making things. And then there is the hobby of tinkerers who like to tinker on the printers. So there's always two parts of this hobby. There's, of course, individuals like ourselves, or myself, that enjoys both equally. I love the tinkering aspect, and I love the printing aspect. I love both of it. But bamboos are absolutely geared towards people who just like printing. And that's fair. What I don't like, though, aside from, the anti-consumerism, is actually a problem with the community. So, I was watching a video that came out recently where it was described as actually, I'll propose this in a question. When did enclosed core XY machines become a bamboo thing? When a company comes out with a core XY that doesn't look like a bamboo, why all of a sudden is it a response to bamboo? Why? So, why am I proposing this? Very simple. I'm proposing this very simply. And I will say I took it a little personally because the Core 1, it is an enclosed XY printer. Yeah. Is it a response to bamboo? Potentially. But did it come before bamboo? Also, technically, yes. I need to double check my time frame. But the Prusa Core XY system, something that's been around for a while with the Prusa XL and with the AFS, the automated farm system. Let me look this up real quick. Let me look up 1 second. Prusa AFS reveal. 2021 Prusa AFS. Actually, it was revealed in 2020. Okay. Bamboo X1C release. Okay. The Prusa Core XY machine predates bamboo by 2 years. So, the kinematics of the Core 1 existed 2 years before bamboo. But it's a response to bamboo. What? What? Herb, you are very correct. Prusa did Core XY, but the average person did not see the Core XY. That's very true. That's very true. But, and I'm not saying that bamboo is copying Prusa. No. Bamboo took from Voron. So, here's my argument. Why are we saying that these machines that are simply enclosed Core XYs, why are we saying that they are bamboo-like? When bamboo itself is a Voron clone. Like, copied from Voron, and then they slapped on DJI aesthetics. I'm saying it this way because, yes, companies like Creality are absolutely copying Bamboo. There's no question about it. That's happening. They are copying Bamboo. But when a printer comes out, is an enclosed Core XY, has its own design language and everything, how can it be justified that that is a Bamboo clone? It's not. I seriously heard someone say that the Core 1 was a Bamboo clone. And that took me back. I was like, what? I can see how the Core 1 is I can see how the Core 1 is, you know, a response. Yeah, because it shills in YouTube community. Yeah, I know. Oh no. I'm getting defensive. Admittedly. I'm getting now that I have skin in the game by working for Team Orange, I am getting defensive. Like 100%. Sorry. Bamboo had I feel like Creality and Bamboo go back and forth with copying. I don't really think it's back and forth. I really think that's a one-way. I think that's a one-sided relationship. I think Creality is just copying their homework. They wait for Bamboo to release a thing, and it, like, okay, let's be real. Creality is going to come out with an H2D clone or some IDEX soon. As a result, as like we need to make the budget version of the H2D. It's gonna happen. Before Bamboo, yeah, they did. That's very true. Bamboo has no other printers other than Core XY. They started with it. They launched with it. It is very much associated with the identity of Bamboo. That is also true. They released Bedslingers. One big boss, Joe Prusa owns them all. I mean, okay, hold on. No. Let's tinfoil hats. Come on, tinfoil hats. Every single printer uses LDO motors. Prusa uses LDO motors. Formlabs uses LDO motors. I'm pretty sure Stratasys uses LDO motors. I don't know about that one, but I know Formlabs and I know Prusa. I'm like 90% certain that Bamboo uses LDO motors. LDO's in everything, man. They're in everything. LDO, they're in the room with us right now. Blink twice if LDO's in the room with you. Who's gonna be in line for a budget laser engraver / 3D? They already make laser engravers though, and they already did this toolhead swapping. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up a minute. Bamboo copied Creality with the release of the Sprite extruder. They made it so you could swap the toolhead on the printer of the Ender 3 V3 or the Ender 3 S1 with a laser engraver. You could swap a 3D print. Bamboo copied Creality. I own an Ender, but still hold Prusa in the highest esteem for printer companies based on their ethics and business practices alone. I agree. I mean, look, they hired me, and they told me to keep working on Positron. Technically, Positron is a competitor to the Prusa Mini. Technically. And they told me to keep working on it in my own time. They could have told me to stop. They could have told me that I had to completely separate from Positron. And that would have been a very reasonable thing. They could have Kraylin'd me. That's what happened with Kraylin. Kraylin got picked up by a company and they told him he had to stop working on Positron. That is how I ended up in the position I am in. But Prusa and Printed Solid made it very clear they did not want me to stop.
They wanted me to continue working on positron. And it's part of my employment contract. Not, I don't have a contract, but it's part of my employee agreement that I continue working on positron. It is literally part of the paperwork I signed that I am to continue working on positron. I love that. So, like, yeah, Moonhowler says that it's telling they care more about the community and advancements more than profits in that instance. Not too many companies would do that these days. Exactly. I'm gonna be real. When I was desperate for a job, I applied to Bamboo. They did not even give my resume a look, as far as I can tell. This was at least a year ago. I was desperate. And I bet you, if they had hired me, I would have been told to stop working on positron. Let me be clear. I made this application before all the anti-consumerism really, reared its head. And when I was in a very desperate position in my career, because I just wanted to get out of where I was at the time. Not that Bamboo would have been any better. I wanted out. And I didn't really know too much about Printed Solid being in the area. Needless to say, I'm very happy that I got my job at Printed Solid / Prusa. Oh my god. I've never been happier. A company like Bamboo is looking for the cheapest labor, probably. 10 years. Yeah, I was overqualified. They wanted tech support, and I offered to be tech support. I definitely was overqualified, at least for the position I applied for. Alternate timeline where I'm working for Bamboo. Imagine alternate. That's weird to think about. I don't want to think about that. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't. No, let's not think about that. Can we purge that from our minds now? Can we stop thinking about that collectively? I need to look around here. Mike's having issues. One second. Test. Wait. Doesn't. Testing. Hello. It was going in and out, so you're only getting parts of what I was saying. Interesting. Okay. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Echo. Second. There we go. Is that better? Oh, wait. That's why. Sorry. The echo was happening because I was listening to my own voice. Oops. It sounds great now. Okay, let me know if this dips out again. I swapped over to voice meter. So hopefully this is better. Of course, I can't listen to myself while we're doing this, but... I gotta love how complicated my audio setup is. I would love to simplify it one day. Oh my god. One day we'll get this whole thing simplified. Almost 10 o'clock. We've talked a lot this stream. We've had some pretty good conversations, I like to think. Trying to think of what else. Again, I'm waiting on this guy to finish printing before I can continue the project I had planned. I should have printed more parts. And because that's on me. I have a box turtle to build. I gotta do that. I gotta print the parts for that. I also need to fix my positron. My positron is not working. I need to fix it. But admittedly, I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit. I happen to know any companies with manufacturing, assembly, packaging in Florida. Not for assembly. Don't know if they're looking at. Oh. Go. What the? Fabrico might be what you're looking for. Yeah, it is annoying when that mic drops out. I have to figure that out. I have to figure out what's causing that. Not that I really need the lav mic now that I can just talk here. Thank you guys for letting me know about my audio issues. We appreciate you all. Yeah, check out Fabrico. They're down in Miami. Oh, whoa. Hello, jalapeno. Woo! Almost breathed fire there. Yeah, check out Fabrico. They're down in the Miami area, from what I understand. They don't do assembly, but they do everything else. So that was all you? Yep, I guess. I don't know. Was it all me? Who am I? Who are you? Honestly, thinking about looking into CNC maintenance tech schooling. Lots of food manufacturers around here. There you go. That's one option. CNC technicians are always in demand, from what I understand. And they pay well. Job pays really well. Way more than me. I think I know a few people they're making like upwards of 100,000. Not saying that's what you would get, but yeah. Huh. All right. It is about that time. Forms. Let's go ahead and get the Jesse Filament giveaway geared up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. I just went ahead and pinned the message for the Filament giveaway. Go ahead and hop into that, and then in like 20 minutes or so, we'll do the Filament giveaway. Why am I so tired today? Don't understand. Oh, wonderful. The next 3 days, there's going to be cooling. It's going to be cooler again. Oh, it has gotten way too warm. Past few days. Welcome to summer. It's going to get worse from here. Woo, gotta get some Jesse. We're running a little low. Hold on, let me pull up Prentice Hollis' website. I need to get a haircut. I'm scraggly. How much is our Made in USA Prussman? I keep forgetting. You know, 27 for USA Prussman. Not bad. Really not bad. It is a refill spool, but honestly, it's pretty good. 27 for Prussman. For a kilogram of Prussman. Yeah. 50 for 2 kilograms? That's also pretty good. Let's be clear. $50 for 2 kilograms. That's $25 for a kilogram. For Prussman, that stuff's usually like 35 bucks. pretty good. Again, that's Prusament. You don't get that in the giveaway. Wanted to see what our prices on that were. Because it's been a bit. See. So Prusament from Prusa per kilogram. Let me double check. Let me double check here before I say something that's not correct. All right. So if you buy Prusament from Prusa, it is $30 a kilo. $30 a kilo before shipping and tariffs. So it is $30 a kilo for Prusament. Additionally, refill spools from Prusa directly is $27. 2 kilogram spools is $50. From Printed Solid directly, it is the same price for the refills, is $27 for the refills, and also $50 for the 2 kilogram. The difference, the big difference, is that at $50 on Printed Solid's website, you get free shipping. Now, there's a caveat here. You're going to have to buy a 2 kilogram spool filament plus something else in order to get that free shipping, because it's $49.99. That's how it is. But yeah, Prusament PETG and PLA is just $50. That's it. That's actually that's $25 a spool. Or that's $25 a kilo. So yeah, if you got two 2 kilogram spools of Prusament, that's free shipping, and then you get 4 kilograms of filament for $25 a kilo. That's essentially Jesse price. But then if you want to save even more, you get Jesse for even cheaper. You get Jesse for $20 a spool. What hardware do we have to sell? We have a lot of end-of-life items. Wait, what? We have filament dryers? When the hell did we get filament dryers? That's an oven. That's a $4,000 oven. I have not tried Buddy Filament. So I have no opinion on it. I've not tried it. All I know is that Buddy Filament is like meant to be. Here, hold on. Let's go to screen cap. So we can look through the store together. There we go. Hello. I'm just looking through the hardware section. Right, I need to shrink that. Pull that over. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I have no opinion on Buddy. I just know that it's more like the budget line. But so Buddy Filament is filament that is purchased. It's made by other companies and is imported. We do not sell it because Jesse is essentially our Buddy Filament. Like, if we had set up a let's be clear, the reason it's called Buddy Filament is the same reason Jesse Filament is called Jesse Filament. So Jesse is named after David's dog. Buddy is named after Joseph's dog. See the relation? So they got it from us anyway. But Buddy Filament is not Jesse Filament. We do not send filament to Prague. because that'd be really expensive. But yeah, so the Buddy filament is, from what I understand, it's imported filament from other companies at a cheaper price. Take that for what you will. Let's see what's end of life here. What can you get for a really good deal? Man, do people even use volcano nozzles anymore? I haven't heard much about that. Do you need LDO NEMA 23s, or do you want a Trident Cube upgrade kit? That's probably not in spec anymore. Oh, here's just a Trilab Delta for 1,750. Oh, we have mosquitoes for Creality? Huh. I didn't know. Alright. A lot of this is older stuff because we haven't restocked it since Prusa bought us, so. But there's some cool stuff in here. LGX, still selling the LGX. Patus Dragonfly. Jubilee. Jubilee, I don't actually know. Ooh. Slice engineering? Get some T-nuts, some idlers. A Y carriage for Mark III from LDO. I wonder how many of those we still have. An old volcano heater. Should I slap a volcano on my Prusa Mini? That'd be funny. Oh, we have Bowden couplers. Cool. I didn't know we had Bowden couplers. I have to keep that in mind. We got Gloop. Gloop's good. We sell Gloop now. Still have Nozzle X. We still stock those. Those aren't going to be end of life anytime soon. Thermal paste. I didn't know we had the vanadium nozzles. What do we got? That's a 1.8. Alright. A liquid cool E3D Cyclops. Oh my god, what? I didn't even know this was a thing. Honestly. You know, you'd think I would be more familiar with what we sell at my own place of work. You'd think I'd be more familiar with all of this, but I am not. And I think that's funny. Ugh, sorry. What's in our electronics bin? Motors? Yeah, just motors. We already essentially went through all this. The switchwire stuff. Or V0, rather. Probably be used for a switchwire. We need to update our website. We got old enclosures. Yeah, we still make these, by the way. These are not end of life. We still make these. So if you want one, you can still get one. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're ever going to get rid of them because that's kind of like what Printed Solid kind of started with. So I don't think we're ever going to be getting rid of that. I love how under Prusa hardware, it's just original Prusa enclosure add-ons. And then this isn't working. We need to fix that. Oh, do we have buddy cameras in stock? No, we don't. I got really excited. We still have i3s. What? What? Hold up. Is it assembled for 700? Yeah, okay. Oh. Okay, so assembled for 700. That, Okay, let's be clear with something right here. For Prusa printers, Prusa sets the price. We don't set the price. So Printed Solid does not. The prices you see here are not set by Printed Solid. Gotta say, for no stream that had no plan after the install, this is great. Just chilling and chatting. Yeah, that's what we do, man. That's what we do. Yeah, so if you're ever wondering why our prices are the way they are, Prusa sets the price. Like, we don't set the price. We give feedback on the price, like, hey, this is too much, this is too little. Actually, no, we never say this is too little. We always tell them whether or not it's too much, and then we pull it back. So the prices you see on our website are set by Prusa, at least on Prusa products, so that they can be as fair as possible. So if you're ever like wondering, man, why is this more expensive than on Prusa's website? Well, it's because, like for the Core 1, for example, tariffs and shipping are included. Yeah, no, we're owned by Prusa. Like, straight up. Where's the... Here's the